welcome to Salem Trivia Game Show. I'm Ron Kafka, and I'm going to be your host today. And I'm going to bring up our contestants right away. First of all, contestant number one, I'm going to ask Henry Theriault, please come up here. Henry, thanks for coming to the show. We appreciate you being here. And on my right, contestant number two, I'm going to ask Mr. Roger Levasseur to come and say hello. Roger.
Nice to be here.
Pleasure to have you. Let me just explain briefly how we play the game. You notice behind us we have the beautiful game board here with places, names, and dates, okay? I'm going to pull down a question, read it, and you gentlemen will have your fingers on your bell, and the first one to ring the bell will get to answer the question. And whoever accumulates the most points is going to win some swell prizes. And then we're going to have part number two with a special mystery guest, which I'll tell you about later. So stay tuned. Don't go away. We're going to be right back after this commercial.
It's one of those things that just, it's a format for everybody to use.
You have the opportunity, you have the power, you have the access, so to speak your own mind through video.
Salem Tourism, the big picture. 500 Salem resident jobs, 6.6 million in salaries, 325,000 in real estate taxes, 350 tourist-related businesses, 25 million total economic impact. Salem Tourism, the big picture. A message brought to you by the Salem Office of Tourism and Cultural Affairs.
Coliseum. I'm been one of them.
Welcome back to Salem Game Show. And now we're going to go right into the game. I'm going to pick the first question here, and I'm going to pick from dates and numbers, okay? Gentlemen, have your fingers on the bell. How many people were put to death under witchcraft? Wait a minute, Henry, I heard your bell. Let me make sure. Ring it loud. Okay. How many people were put to death under witchcraft?
20.
I'm sorry, that was close, though. Roger, you want to take a try at it?
19.
19, that's correct. 19 were put to death at the gallows. Well, wait a minute. Yes, that's right. 19 were put to death at the gallows. But hold on a minute,
All right.
folks. Actually, the total is 20 because one was crushed to death. So how do you like that? Judges, what's the judging on that?
That's right. One was
Okay.
Giles Corey.
Giles Corey.
That's right. Our judge is going to give us an okay on this, that Henry, you have the first question correct. So now you get to pick from a category, places, names, or dates.
Oh, we'll take dates again.
Want to take dates again? Okay, let's take dates. Okay, the question is, how many gallons of fuel and tons of coal are consumed at the Salem terminal? That's the New England power station. Okay, let me repeat the question. Roger's going to take his first guess at it. How many gallons of fuel and tons of coal are consumed at Salem terminal, New England power station?
None.
None?
None.
You guess none?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Would you like to take a stab at it, Henry?
I wouldn't know that one either.
Well, let me give you a little guess. It's somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 barrels, or between 2,000 and 3,000 tons per day. You want to take a wild guess at it? You don't have to. It's up to you.
I'll take a wild guess.
Yes. No,
Eight?
no. He's
Oh,
gets
it's
to
his turn.
guess.
All right.
What did you say the first one?
How many gallons of fuel and tons of coal are consumed at the Salem terminal?
A daily?
Yes. How many barrels of oil, approximately, would you say? Or how many tons of coal are consumed? Just take a wild
Yeah,
guess.
we'll say 20,000.
That is not correct. So this is a void question here.
How about 8,000?
8,000? No, we can't guess anymore. Only one guess per person. So
All right.
now, Henry, you want to pick another category?
We'll take names.
We'll take names? Okay, we're going to go with names. Okay, gentlemen. How did John Riley earn the Congressional Medal of Honor?
On cutting the cable in
Wait,
the,
I want to hear the bell. I have to hear your bell.
That's it.
Okay.
in the, all right,
How did John Riley earn the Congressional Medal of Honor?
in the Spanish-American War, and that was
What did
the
he
cutting of
do?
the cable.
That is correct. He cut the telephone cable
Manila
from
Bay.
Cuba to Spain. That is
Oh,
correct.
you know your history.
How do you like that?
That's wonderful.
Okay, now pick another
Let's try
category.
names again.
Names again. Names, okay, here we go. Now, who was Samuel McIntyre? Let me hear that bell. Okay, Henry.
The American, it was the wood carver. Samuel McIntyre was a famous wood carver.
Woodcarver. That seems pretty close. How else could you describe it? Another vocation side, woodcarver?
Well, it was a craftsman, a carpenter, and a wood carver,
Okay.
an architect.
Oh, an architect. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. Okay, now you're doing very good, Henry. Now let me ask you a question, Roger. Tell me something. What kind of things do you do to keep yourself busy?
Well, I spend an hour a day in meditation.
That's very good.
I teach piano.
Piano. Oh, terrific.
I sketch pastels, and I do caricatures.
You do caricatures? You mean like voices?
Well, no, I do caricatures.
Oh,
well, you do
caricatures.
caricatures, but I
Well,
sketch
yeah,
caricatures.
yeah. Someone had told me you also do voices too.
Yes, I do voices too.
Like, could you do maybe one for us?
Give me that bottle, will you, Duke? It's my medicine. You're not going to have another drop of whiskey. You've had enough now. Put that down, Walter. But Duke, we've been buddies 25 years. And it looks to me like you're not going to be giving me the money, the medicine that I need. The doctor told me to give me that medicine. Well, you're not going to have another drop of whiskey, partner, so put that bottle down.
Wow.
Gentlemen.
Wow, that's terrific.
How about you?
How about that? Well, I can't match that. That's terrific.
course
Hey,
you can.
Henry, let me ask you a question now. What is it that you do, Henry? Out here.
I am a collector
You're a collector here?
of Salem memorabilia.
Of Salem memorabilia. Oh, well, that would come in handy for this game. Have you had any interesting people come by lately? Or
Well, one of the most famous ones that came in a few years back was Ted Knight,
Ted Knight? Oh, sure.
and
Terrific.
Vanessa Redgrave was
Vanessa
in the
Redgrave,
store.
sure.
Robert Urich, when they did Spencer for Hire, they used my parking lot for their dressing
Uh-huh.
room, and
Oh, so you have a place in town here. Terrific.
right on Derby Street,
Right
the
on-
Seawitch.
The Seawitch on Derby, terrific. Well, let's get back to the game now, okay? Henry, would you pick again a category?
All right, we'll take places this
Ah,
time.
let's go for places. Okay, how about that? Okay. Roger, I think you're going to get lucky here. I'm not sure. Now, let me ask you this. Where was Alexander Graham Bell born? Well, I got to hear a bell or I cannot give an answer. I cannot accept an answer.
Where was
Where is
Alexander
Alexander
Graham Bell born?
Graham Bell born?
Salem, Mass.
No.
I'm sorry, no. Do you want to take a stab at it, Henry?
I don't know my history.
I'd say Canada, if not Scotland.
Scotland, that's correct. Scotland is correct. He was a Scotland in 1847, longtime resident of Canada and citizen of the USA. Okay, that's terrific. Now,
You're getting all the prizes.
he's doing some job. I'll tell you. Well, listen, don't forget, though, it can all be equaled in the final mystery round.
Final
So
mystery round will
hang
even
in
that
there.
up.
Would you like to pick a category again?
We'll try places again.
We're going to go for places again here. Okay? And the question is, where is Fort Pickering? Fort Pickering.
Fort
Fort
Pickering.
Pickering.
Fort
Oh,
Pickering.
Henry. Let me repeat it now. Where is Fort Pickering?
I'll say Winter Island.
Winter Island. Well, actually, that's correct. That's correct. Winter Island, Salem Willows area, it was used as a coastal defenses for the Salem community. Okay? Gee, we're having fun now,
Well,
aren't
you
we?
certainly know your
Ah,
history.
yeah,
Henry.
he does know his history. So let's see now. Let's continue the game. And how about picking another category?
Places again.
Places again. How about that? I think you're going to get lucky over here for places. Let's go
I'm
with
gonna have to
places.
get lucky
Let's
to
go
get some of
with
these
places here. Boy, we're having a great time today, aren't we?
Right.
Okay, now the question is, where did the first armed resistance against the British troops occur? Henry,
The old North Bridge on North Street.
let me repeat the question. Where did the first armed resistance against the British troops occur? You said the North Bridge. That is correct. The North Bridge, North Street, Salem, Mass., against Colonel Alexander Leslie. I think that was February
Leslie's
26,
retreat.
1775, if my memory serves me
Right,
correctly.
you're right.
Thank you very much. Oh, boy, I'm telling you, are we having a good time?
Well, he is.
Yeah, well, he is. Oh, they're going to be swell surprises. Don't worry.
We're gonna get some questions about art and music. in
art
there,
and
so-
music. Jesus. Well, we'll see what's going to happen. Let's go to another question, huh? Okay, Henry.
All right, we'll try places once more.
Places once more. Okay. And the question is, where did George Washington sleep when visiting Salem, Massachusetts?
The John Ward House, Washington Street.
The John Ward House. Where did George Washington sleep when visiting Salem, Mass.? That's correct, the Joshua Ward House. Carding Smith
Better
Assembly
start
House
studying my
and other
Salem
places.
history, I think.
Very good. Hey, listen, Roger, just to take a minute here.
Can I get Eddie to come over and take my place?
Now, you're known as also telling nice stories and jokes. You were telling one
You are,
earlier.
too.
Well, thank you, but would you mind maybe sharing a joke with us, like you were
You know
sharing
the
one?
new hearing aid, you
Yeah,
mean?
oh, yeah, sure, about the new hearing aid would be good.
This guy got a new hearing aid, and his friend said, I see you've got a new hearing aid. And the fellow said, it cost me a lot of money, but it was well worth it. And his friend said, well, what kind is it? He said, it's about 10:30.
10:30, what kind is it? Hey, thanks very much.
How about one from you, Ken?
Well, no, I'm going to ask you maybe, because I don't have all the,
You
style
got
that you have in
thousands of
comedy,
them.
I'll tell you. I know you know millions of comedy jokes, but we're going to go back and continue on the game, right? We still have some more time left, I believe. So, Henry, would you like to pick another category for us?
Let's stick with places.
Stick with places? Sure. Why not? Let's stick with places. And the question is, from where was the first telephone call made? Like, can I hear the bell?
Lyceum
I was going to get that right.
on Church Street.
Lyceum on Church Street. From where was the first telephone call made? The answer is the Lyceum Hall, Church Street. That's correct. Boy, he's very lucky today.
I know it.
Lucky,
And
he
very
knows his
skilled.
history.
He knows his history, I'll tell you. Okay, well, let's continue playing the game here. And in a minute, I might ask you if you might want to share another funny line if you have any. But let's see now. Pick a category again, if you would, Henry.
I'll take still places.
Oh, okay, we're going to go with places again. How do you like that? And the question is, I think you might be lucky this time. I don't know. This might be a tough one for Henry. Where is the Salem Common located?
Washington Square.
Okay, let me repeat that question. Where is the Salem Common located,
In
Henry?
Salem on Washington Square.
In the center of Salem, surrounded by Washington Square. That's correct. Gee, I'm sorry you weren't a little faster on that bell.
You had to pick a Salem historian.
Excuse me, everybody out there in TV land. I'm a little allergic to low-paying jobs. No, but I'm kidding out there in the booth. We're just having a good time tonight. Now, I guess we still have more time to play, don't we?
Of course.
That's great. That's fabulous. Henry, you want to pick another category?
Well, we'll go with places.
Places this time.
He's cleaning
I'm
up
running my
on
luck.
places.
He's going to clean up on places. Okay, and the question is, where is the town hall?
There-
Oh, Roger answered that first, so
Yeah.
let me repeat it. Where is the town hall?
Derby Square.
Derby Square, that's correct. Roger, very good. Excellent, 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 excellent. That's terrific. Now, Roger, you're going to
I'm
have
sure
an
it's this-
opportunity
Yes?
to pick the category this time.
Names.
Names, okay. Here we go. Let's pick names. Wow, we're having a great time. This is terrific. Who was Elias Haskett Derby? I heard a bell over here.
Ship merchant.
What was a distinction about him?
He was America's first millionaire.
America's first millionaire. That is correct. He was America's first millionaire.
1795.
Oh,
Henry, did you
How we
write these
doing?
questions?
Okay, well, stay tuned now because we're going to come right back for the second part of the mystery guest. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Thomas, Kevin Costner, Mr. Wall.
These are teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
My hero? Mrs. Wooten. If I don't get through to that child, who knows, maybe no one else will.
Teachers have the power to wake up young minds, to be heroes, to make a difference. Reach for that power. Teach. Find out how by calling 1-800-45-TEACH. Be a teacher. Be a hero.
Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Salem Trivia. I'm your host, Ron Kafka. We're going to get into the second half. Let me give you the score tally now at the end of the first half. It is 1,500 points for Henry Theriot and 100 points for Roger Lavasseur. Okay, now we have our mystery guest. Contestants are blindfolded, is that correct? You cannot see Henry, is that correct?
That's correct.
And Roger, you
it.
cannot see, okay. And Roger, since you're a little behind here, I just want to let you know that this question will be worth 2,000 points, so you do have a chance to win here, so do not fret. So why don't you ask the first question to our mystery guest, and I will give the answer. The mystery guest will nod the head, and I will give you the answer. So please put it in a yes or no question.
All right. Are you under 5 years old?
The answer is no. Okay, Henry, a question for our mystery guest in the form of yes or no.
Were you born in Salem?
The answer is yes. So since you got that correct, why don't you ask another question?
Are you over 40?
Yes, the answer is yes, and so you get to ask another question.
Are you in public office?
Are you in public office? And the answer is yes. Hey, you're doing very good, Henry. Roger, how you feeling, all right?
I feel terrible because he's getting narrowed down so fast.
No.
Don't narrow it down too fast.
No, he won't. Okay, why don't you ask another question if you would be so kind, Henry, to our mystery guest?
What part of Salem do you live?
No, it's going to
No,
be in the
that's no,
form
it's
of
gotta
yes
be.
or no.
All right, are you from Ward 2?
Are you from Ward 2? The answer to that is in the affirmative, yes. You're doing very good, Henry. You sure you can't see out of there? You cannot see, can you?
No, I can.
Okay, all right. No, we're just checking. We're just doing a check here. You're doing very well, though. Why don't you ask another question then to our mystery guest?
Is it at the Willows, Salem Willows?
Is what is no?
The person, are you from the Salem Willows?
Are you from the Salem Willows? And the answer to that is no. So, Roger, now you have a chance to ask a question in the form of yes or no.
Are you from the Point area?
Are you from the Point area? And the answer to that is no. So I'm going to have to go back to Henry. By the way, Henry, we appreciate you coming out here and helping us out here. I know your wife is holding up the fort there, and so again, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for taking your precious time here. Now, could you ask another question, please?
Do you live on Andrew Street?
Do you live on Andrew Street? Okay, well, the answer to that is no. So we're going to go over here to Roger again. Roger,
Are you a Republican?
are you a Republican? The answer to that is in the negative. Roger, did you have a joke on hand that you might want to share with us before I go back to Henry?
Not right at this moment.
Not at this moment, that's too
I'm racking my brain to see who this person is.
Oh, you're racking your brain.
I got to use every facet of my brain power.
Well, this is what it takes to play Salem Trivia. Henry, let me get back to you
Can't waste
now.
the cell.
Can you come up with another question for our mystery guest?
You're making it tougher and tougher.
Well, you
It's in
know,
Ward 2, so is it around the Salem Common?
you're
Do you live
asking
around the Salem Common?
around the
and-
Salem Common. Okay, let me ask him that question, and the answer is no. Have you thought of any jokes at all, by the way, Raja?
Not right at the very moment.
How about an impression?
No, I'm racking my brain to think of
Okay,
who
all
this
right,
is.
no, you stay
I
with
can
it.
only work on one track here. I got a one-track
I'm not
mind.
trying to confuse you. Now, why don't
You
you
are
come up with a
confusing me.
question? I'm going to let you come up
Is
with a
it,
question.
are you the mayor of Salem?
Are you the mayor of Salem? And the answer is no.
Oh, too bad.
I'm sorry, I'm going to go swing back to Henry. By the way, if you do come up with an impression, give me a signal because we'd love to hear one if you do, if we have time. Henry, let me get back to you. We are patiently standing here. Can
Do you
come
live
up
on
with-
Essex Street?
Do you live on Essex Street? And the answer is no, he does not. I'm going to have to swing back over to Roger now. Roger,
Are you male?
are you a male? That's a good question. And the answer to that is yes. Roger, you get to ask another question now because how about that? Because you guessed that.
Are you old, bald, and unruly?
Well, that's kind of a tough question, a leading question. Do you sure you want to? Do you want to clear
Are
the
you
question up at all?
middle-aged, bald, and ruly?
Are you middle-aged, bald, and what?
Ruly.
Ruly?
That means orderly.
No, the answer is no to that, but thank you for that question. Henry, I have to go back to you now, and so
Are you the councilor of Ward 2?
are you the counselor of Ward number 2? And I'm getting the answer, and the answer is no. I'm sorry, Henry. We'll swing over to Roger again. Roger!
Are you actually a counselor at all?
Are you actually a counselor at all? Well, the answer to that is yes.
Oh, that narrows
So-
it down.
That does narrow it down.
Is your name Yusevitz?
Is your name Yusevitz? And the answer is no, it is not. So I'm going to have to swing over to Henry now. Henry, why don't you take another stab at it?
William Burns.
Wait a minute now. What are you
William
doing? Are you
Burns.
guessing the name?
His name.
William Burns? Okay, let me ask. Are you William Burns? How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, it is William Burns.
Oh,
How
my
about that?
gosh.
Why don't you
He
take
gets
off your
all-
iPhone? William, could you come up here and
He
say
gets
hello?
all of the credit for this. Oh, my gosh.
Say hello to William Burns here, Henry Theriault, and turn
Good
around so we
guessing,
can
Mr.
see our
Burns.
cameras.
Nice to meet you.
Bill, if you could come up here.
Sure.
Well, he certainly wasn't
Thanks
old,
very
bald,
much
and
for
Felt like
coming
Charlie-
up and
Charlie
doing
McCarthy.
such a good job here. Do you know these gentlemen at all, William? Do you know any of these gentlemen? This is
Not
Henry,
really, no.
Henry Theriault of the
Henry,
Sea Witch
right.
in Salem. You might have heard of the place.
How do you do?
On
If
Derby
we spoke
Street.
on
I'm the
Roger
guy that
Roger,
was trying to
sir.
run for Ward 1 and never quite make it.
No, you were close on the politician, then you somehow got away from it.
Yeah, you were
right.
very right up there, close, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Burns next, but you beat me to the punch. Very good.
Well, I figured it had to be in Ward 2.
Yeah,
And I
that's
knew he
right.
lived in Ward 2.
I was happy
You
that you
lived in
came to
Ward
my name the second time rather than waiting to going through all 11.
The whole list, the whole log
Because this
list.
is an election year.
Oh, hey.
Are you running now, or are you already?
Yeah.
Who are you running
How about
against?
Beg pardon?
Who are you running against? Or who's
Well,
running
8
against
of
you,
us.
I should say?
8 of us run.
councilors at large?
Counselor at large.
So you have
large.
George O'Brien in competition too, then? George O'Brien isn't even running for it?
Yes, he is.
George, I know George.
And how long have you been in politics, Bill?
Well, I used to be in the school committee years ago, and I've been on the council now for 2 years.
Oh, so you go way back, huh? You've been
Yeah.
in Salem how many years now?
Well, that was another thing. You started to get close to the age, and,
Yeah.
but you said middle age in addition to bald. Well, I don't consider myself bald.
You certainly are.
Had you said 70 years old, I would have said yes.
Can we get
Well, I was thinking of that other guy.
over here? No, I'm kidding.
Well, I knew when they lived around the Common. That's why I questioned the
I
Common.
almost answered
On the
that.
corner of
Yes.
Winter Street.
No,
Washington Square, the big block there.
Next to O'Donnell's funeral home.
No, I'm going down by
That's a little
Winter Street
plug.
itself.
Oh, okay.
So you're a
By Winter
Democrat
Street
then?
itself.
Yeah, no, didn't live on
Democrat.
Main
Has to
Street.
be.
Your
Yes,
parents never lived there?
No.
Gentlemen, excuse me just for 1 minute. I just wanted to announce the total scores that Mr. Terrio had.
No, please don't announce the
3,500
scores.
points, so
It's
he
too humiliating.
edged out Roger. It's been a terrific sport, though. But Roger, we're going to give you this beautiful mug with the Salem insignia on there as appreciation, and for you,
Thank
Henry,
you.
this
He gets that beautiful canvas
beautiful-
bag there.
See this
You
beautiful
lucky
canvas
dog,
bag?
you.
You're going to walk home with that.
You earned that.
How
You
about
earned that.
that? So we're really glad that you all came out here, and Bill taking the time out of your busy schedule to appear on the show. So I think that's pretty
very
much
nice
it
of you.
for the time we have left. So I guess we're just going to have to say thanks again, and to our audience out there, millions of people watching, thank you, and take care. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And don't forget to do, yes, thank you. Don't forget to do your
He's moving me
invitation.
around politics all the time.
Thanks
He's
very
on Ted
much.
Buchko's brother.